Do you ever wonder why young people seem to be making it today faster than before? Or are you wondering what you also can do to change your story and improve your finances? Well, you are watching the right video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ayo Jimmy. People call me Pocketnomist. My videos help you earn, save, or grow your income. Okay, so let's go straight to the video. Let's be clear. These guys are rich and they are getting richer every day. For instance, some days ago, Jarvis became the global ambassador for Samsung S25 series. And in case you didn't know before, that was $100 million cash deal plus other benefits, global exposure, and what have you. Let's not even talk about the likes of Fisayo Posudo, Kigan Tech, Apropos Doctor, and all others who are bagging brand endorsements here and there. No true brand can do without these guys these days in this country because they are young, they are rich, and they are influential. But the interesting thing is that all of them have some things in common with you, and if they made it, why are you not making it? And what do they have in common with you? Number one, they are all blacks, not whites, okay? And they are living in your country, in the same country with you. And of course, the third one is they are all playing in the same economy that you are complaining about. Question: what are they doing right that you probably are doing wrong, or you have no idea how to do right? That is the subject of this particular video. I had the privilege of chatting with just one of them recently, that is Fisayo Posudo, and I realized that part of their success can be explained by three factors that I call the three-dimensional power set that they have, which you may not have at this point in time. The first one is mindset. Second one is tech set, and the third one is will set. Let me start with the mindset. When we were growing, we believed that the long way is the only way. Some would say the hard way is the only way. Hey, but these dudes are showing and proving every day that the long way is not the only way. There is a way called the shorter way. Now, make no mistake, they are still putting in the works. This is not about get rich quick scheme or whatever. They are working, okay? But then they are working smarter as against just working harder. Hard work alone is not enough to make you rich or break the cycle of poverty. That is what they are showing us, and taking advantage of what is called leverage. One of those leverages is the internet around them. Now, let me explain what I mean by this. Before now, it will take about 40 years before you could actually blow and ball legitimately, because you spend the first 6 years growing up as a child, next 6 years in the primary school, next is in secondary school, next 4 in the university. By the time you are ripe for work, you are about 24, 25, or 30, and you have to work for like maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 years, depending on a lot of factors, before you could actually have a breakthrough, a major one that people can talk about as we talk about them today. But that was back then, when the only gateway to success was the school system. When you had to go through the school system before you could get answers to how can I become somebody important. But today, once you are 18, you are an adult, you can make decisions, you have the tools around you. These guys are showing us the beauty of embracing education as against schooling. The school has ceased to be the only gateway to success in their own time, and they are very conscious of this, and they are taking advantage. So they have a mindset that it can be shorter to break through. You don't have to wait till you are 40 before you start doing things. So you have teenagers today asking the right questions and getting answers that make them progress in life faster than their parents did. And that is awesome. So you need that particular mindset. Then the second element of the power set that I talk about is the tech set. Hey, these guys were born into technology. They are not playing catch up like some of us, because we were not born into this kind of tech that we have available today. But many of these guys are born into technology. I am not saying all of them, many of them. And what has tech made possible today? Number one, gadgets are evolving every day, and they are shaming the investment and complexities of the past. Let me explain what I mean. Before now, in the 80s, in the early 90s, even in the early 20s, before you could watch me as you're watching now, I had to go to a TV station, probably get sponsorship from somewhere, and they have to put on their mask, what have you, before they can beam to their community. Many of their signals can be seen or be received outside their state. But what are we doing today? At the push of a button on my phone becomes more powerful than the tallest mast being erected. back then. At the push of a button, I can broadcast myself and my biases to the whole world. That is awesome. That is the kind of tech that these young people are leveraging these days, and they are making the best use of it, even though not all of them. In addition to gadgets, the social media is there and is giving them access to markets like never before. Trust me, it has never been easier to make money. It has never been easier to become wealthy than now in the history of mankind. Then let's talk about the will set, which is the last component of the equation there, the will set. Billions of people have access to the same tools that these guys have access to. Question: why are the others not blowing big like these ones? Why are they not taking advantage of these tools like these ones are doing? The answer is very simple. Will set. It takes a strong will to get some things done. It takes a lot of willpower to question your own assumptions. You need to be courageous to ask yourself question and say, am I doing the right thing? These guys have that willpower to ask questions. They question every assumption and they see where they are wrong and what they need to do right. It takes a lot of willpower to unlearn and relearn. Many of the skill sets that people in their 40s have cannot function today, or do not make them ready for the world of work today. But many of these young guys making waves have the willpower to unlearn what is not working and relearn what they need to learn. They also have the willpower to experiment and see what works and what doesn't work. Many of us are paralyzed by the fear of failing. What if I fail? If I do this and I don't succeed, man, people will mock me. But these young guys every day are experimenting. Who told Jarvis to start acting like a robot? Who told her that will find a space in the marketplace? None of us. None. She just did this. She just believed, okay, let me experiment. It doesn't cost me anything to experiment. All I need to do is use my phone. She started, I think so, from Instagram, and now she's everywhere, winning brand endorsement. So these guys have the willpower to experiment and see what is working and what is not working. Many of you are actually paralyzed because of the fear of failure, like I said earlier, and this has to stop if you must make something out of nothing. And so you have it there: the mindset, the tech set, and the will set. These are the components of the power set that these netizens are deploying to amass wealth, while the rest of us just clap and say, wow, that is brilliant. But you can't do this for long. If you're tired of a situation, if you want to improve your finances, so what do you do? Number one, change your mindset about money. The hard way or the long way is not the only way. There's a way called the smart way, like I explained. You have to just pay attention, scan the horizon, and see what others are doing. Number two, be humble enough to ask questions and ask how are they doing it. And once you have an answer, be open enough to embrace and try. Copy what works. There is nothing new you want to do that has not been done. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, like they say. You can also just adjust some things and make the wheel go in your favor. And number three, start now. Many of us procrastinate. We'll delay a lot. We'll plan and plan and plan, and we'll suffer from what is called analysis paralysis. Start doing it now. If you fail now, start all again. You fail again, start again. Learn what you have to learn. Move forward. They say fail forward. At some point, you will eventually make it, and we will be here to celebrate you. Thank you for watching. Please help me grow this channel by subscribing. I'll see you next content. Bye-bye.